Well, that's a tough standard to live up to here. Following Brian, and then having Steve could be such a great intro. First, let me say I'm very, very happy to be here, and I'm so glad that you invited me to do a little talk here. I know that you have fire in your hearts. I have fire in my heart as well. I moved here with the belief that this was a beautiful county, and I wanted to be a part of it. And I don't want to see it become an Orlando. I want to keep it a Marion County, a beautiful place that has open fields, wonderful people, and lots to do. But we're getting closed in on, and that's not what I'm ready for. So, again, I'm grateful to be here, and I am running for county commissioner on District 5. And first off, I'd like to ask you about some of your thoughts on some of the current conditions here in Marion County. Are you satisfied with your thoughts, about your thoughts on the current, I would like to inquire about the thoughts on the current conditions here. Are you satisfied with the idea of your taxes being utilized to finance developers who reap substantial profits? Does that sound right? No. Does it please you to spend 45 minutes driving maybe 10 miles? No. Not my kind of game. By the way, I never even thought I'd be doing this to start. This was not in my forecast. Okay? It came out of the blue the day that we met in front of that commission, and I saw what was going on, and I saw Michelle Stone step back, say no, take herself out of the conversation, and leave us stranded. I said, no way. When I found out that she had nobody running against her, that was the icing on the cake. No, no, no. You don't just stumble into a job because nobody's willing to take it on with you. So anyway, how about, like having representatives who refuse to hold developers accountable? What's that? Do you like that? Do you like you carrying the weight? No. Brian touched on this. If I asked you for $7,500, would you give it to me? No. Well, I ask these questions because this is precisely what you're receiving from the current rubber stamp commissioners that you have. At present, you're paying $7,500 annually, as Brian said, to eventually provide developers with services they receive from us, the county, while they contribute little to nothing. Meanwhile, our life safety organizations such as our fire departments, police, EMTs, they struggle to maintain staffing and funding to provide the care that we need. Here in Ocala, the fire chief recently said he had a need for 10 additional fire stations, each costing $3 to $4 million to construct, and another $1 million per year to staff. Those numbers speak for themselves. They are not insignificant. And Marion County does not have the funding to provide that. So, moving forward, our sheriff also said, hey, I have no staff. I need to get staff. I can't even get enough people to patrol SR 200. Well, we don't have the money for that either. What are we going to do when they bring in this 376 additional units, and we've got more wear and tear on our roads and all the services that we pay to provide? Well, we do not have the money to upgrade. That was taken away from us. Are you happy with that? Are you happy with what we're looking at and the build-out that's coming your way?
No.
I don't think we are. Many of the roads in this county are rated at 3 or a borderline 4 on a scale of 5. That indicates that they can barely accommodate the vehicles that traverse them and are a very bad state of deterioration. I don't know what that was, excuse me. Are we becoming frustrated with these types of things? I think we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
The routes of Marion County must be expanded to accommodate the increasing number of travelers, tourists, and residents, providing safety for all who drive. There's no doubt that people are going to come here. It's a beautiful county.
Right.
You know, we have to be able to maintain the services and the roads to make sure that what we deliver to them is a safe, good product. These issues are not limited to a single city. It's not just Ocala. They affect the entire county. Furthermore, these concerns are not partisan. It doesn't matter what party you ride with. Furthermore, I say they matter and they impact all of us, regardless of your race, your creed, your color, or that political affiliation. This is not a partisan job.
That's right.
This job is to take care of the people, the county, the residents, and the needs. It's not to decide issues that we're facing in the federal government. It's a local job to take care of the local people.
Amen.
So, let's not make this more than it is. I don't care what party anybody's in. I need you to vote for me. This is not about anybody's party.
Right.
So keep that in mind as you move forward and you're talking to anybody. We gotta say, what's your issue? I don't care what party you're in. Get the goddamn guy elected. Let's just change things. So the board has to take action, to take control of the unplanned growth in our area. It's crucial to conduct a thorough review of the current housing, businesses, apartments, and quality of life. A well-defined plan is necessary to guide the growth in appropriate areas. Unfortunately, there is no such plan that's now sitting in anybody's hands. There's nothing planned. Instead of burdening taxpayers, it is essential to impose the impact fees on developers who profit from new development. I'm not profiting from new development. You're not profiting. We're paying for it. They should be putting up something. The fees should be accurately reflect the present-day costs of providing services, which have certainly gone up. This should have been years ago instead of waiting till today. You saw the growth. I mean, in 2009, it was a great idea. We needed to get something happening here. It started, and it flourished, and is now out of control. So, back a couple of years ago, we should have started implementing impact fees and making the developers pay their fair share. Instead, now they're offering up a 20-cent or a 20-year 1 penny tax with a half-cent tax to go along with it. And it's going to be on our backs, the taxpayers. That's not solving the problem. The problem is that you have not planned properly. You didn't implement impact fees, and developers are getting rich, and I'm getting sucked on. I'm getting everything taken out of my wallet.
Yep.
That's not good. That's not good for me. That's not good for you. It's not good for our county. All right, so significant growth it's fine. We want the right kind of growth with the right kind of plan, but we're not getting that. So we lost millions of dollars over these years to the developers' profits. If you agree with the approach of not making a decision to introduce the impact fees, then I'm not your guy. I am all for impact fees and slowing down growth. I find it highly unlikely, though, that anybody in this room is really for that to happen. So, it's no longer the old way of doing business here. I'll be the advocate and an active voice for all of Marion County, and I mean all of Marion County. I am Tom Hotte. I am the candidate for the County Commissioner of District 5. I'm not a polished politician, as you can tell. But I will tell you that I will work harder and be more dedicated than anyone that you've seen in this area for a very, very long time. So please, go out, talk about me, get the word out, get the petition signed, and give me a chance to prove myself in August. You will not be sorry. I guarantee you that I will do what needs to be done to make this county the best it can be. So please, help me, work with me, tell me your needs, and let's do this. Thank you.